Hey there, I'm Gordon, one of the South East Edinburgh ministry team, and today's reflection is based on 2 Samuel 22:29 to 30. You, Lord, are my lamp. The Lord turns my darkness into light. With your help, I can advance against a troop. With my God, I can scale a wall. When David says, You, Lord, are my lamp, well, he's talking about guidance. And nowadays, when we're lost, most of us will reach for Google Maps or something similar. And of course, some of us are so stubborn that we still refuse to seek directions. And we end up what I would say is taking the scenic route, a nice way of saying that we are completely lost. Life can sometimes feel that way. We face lots of decisions, uncertainty, disappointments, moments when we can't see what's ahead. And David reminds us that God is like a lamp, not a giant floodlight showing the next 10 years of our lives, but a lamp that gives enough light for the next step. Now, I don't know about you, but sometimes I prefer it if God would provide me with a 5-year plan, maybe in a spreadsheet format that I could follow. But instead, he often just says, Trust me and take the next step. David goes on and says, The Lord turns my darkness into light. That's a comforting promise because we all experience dark moments in our life. And let's be honest, some mornings before we have our first cup of coffee, we can experience that darkness too. But David isn't just talking about a caffeine deficiency. He's talking about those times when fear or worry or hardship cloud our vision. God brings hope, clarity, peace, even when circumstances themselves haven't changed. Then David says something bold. With your help, I can advance against a troop. With my God, I can scale a wall. Now, I don't know about you, but if I saw a troop, an army troop coming towards me, then my first instinct would be not to charge forward, but to run away. And if I see a wall, then in today's modern world, we look for a gate. But David isn't describing his athletic ability, he's describing what God can do through those who trust him. Let's face it, we all have our own troops and our own walls, deadlines, health concerns, family challenges, that IKEA box that's been waiting to be assembled since 2022. Some things just seem impossible. David's point isn't that we become superheroes. It's that with God, we can do far more than we imagine. The strength comes from Him, not from us. So today, whatever darkness you're facing, just remember that God is your lamp. Whatever wall stands before you, we need to remember that God is our strength. And if you do happen to find yourself facing a troop or an actual wall, then perhaps maybe before we do anything else, we just need to pray and call for backup. It comes in the way of God. Thank you.